Hello, my name is Scott for SP Gaming. We are back here in Cities Skylines, and I'm currently taking a look at the Content Manager because I recently went through the workshop once again and downloaded a few mods. I had previously tested out the Silicon, or the Sapphire UI. It's a reskin framework which allows people to build upon it to create their own skin so that you don't have to rebuild the UI from scratch. And I didn't really like the silicone skin. There's two other UIs. There's Clear UI and one other. I don't know off the top of my head. Anyway, it's not really important. But yeah, I decided I really didn't like it because I like the existing game's UI, the colors and the layout and all that, where things are, but there's just some things I wish you could tweak, like the sizes of like various menus when you go into roads, rather than have it cramped up in the middle of the screen showing only 7 items. If you can widen it like 10 or 15 items, maybe 2 rows or 3 rows high, something like that, something customizable so you can actually see stuff. But there isn't anything so far that I found that I like, so I've skipped those. And then there's also American roads. It Americanizes roads, but I didn't really like the looks of what it was. Basically what the mod does is it changes the zebra stripes for the crossings to what you would typically expect, which are 2 solid lines going across the street to indicate the crosswalk. And it was really weird how it did it, because at intersections the one side of it would curve and it would like blur out, so it looked like in a way that the lines were faded, and that was just everywhere, and I just didn't like how it looked. I preferred, for the most part, the original style, which is the zebra stripes. Anyway, I will be utilizing this set of mods, the Eris mods. Don't know what it stands for exactly, but the Skylines Overwatch allows mod makers to have a framework that allows them to tap into to find bits and pieces of information. As an example, enhanced garbage truck AI plugs into Skylines Overwatch, and it allows you to customize the AI of the garbage trucks themselves without having to build your own framework to figure out where all the garbage trucks are and all the other stuff. There's also enhanced hearse AI, and from what I understand, the author of Eris, of the Skylines Overwatch, all these were made by him, and he is working on other things like for the police and fire trucks. So if you're interested in something like that to improve the AI of garbage trucks, hearses, things like that, I definitely recommend checking those out. So I'm going to enable those. And what this does, it has 2 primary effects. First is the garbage trucks have a primary location and then a secondary collection area. The primary collection area it's within the district that they are in, and then the secondary area is the district outside of, or it's like their in-game radius, if that makes sense. So normally the trucks have a radius which they travel out to. It will prioritize picking up garbage within its district before it leaves the district to go elsewhere. So, you can customize things and you can plan out where you have all your garbage dumps so that the garbage trucks work more efficiently. Same thing with the hearses, with the various districts where you place them. They'll focus on where they are nearby, and then they'll go out if there aren't any other priority buildings. And it does tend to prioritize the priority buildings, the ones that are about to go abandoned, over those that are not priority. But if along the way it can pick up a non-priority target, it will. So that is interesting. It definitely makes them a bit more useful and more effective overall, because they're not going to be just running all over the city just to grab corpses. Anyway, we also have remove stuck vehicles. It detects and removes vehicles that are confused or blocked. If you click on a vehicle, it will tell you if it's confused or blocked or can't go anywhere, and the game will remove those vehicles. I also have Employment Details Extension, adds more information about employment, and it's been a few days since I looked at the workshop, and I didn't really look through the descriptions before recording this, so it sounded good at the time. I figure I'll see it in game, and we'll be able to figure it out from there. Anyway, I also have the tree brush. It enables the tree brush that you get in the game itself, and as far as I know, it's still free when you increase the size of the brush. You get lots of free trees, so I spent my fair share of money on trees. So maybe a few free trees are nice. Anyway, let's jump back into the game, shall we? Alright, so we are back here in Charleston, and I just want to make sure everything was running smoothly. It seemed to bog down there for a moment, but that was probably just the Skylines Overwatch mod, just running through the game and finding all the entities that it needs to track. And yeah, so what is going to probably happen with the series is that I will continue working on Charleston, but I plan to start another city. And so it won't be the end of Charleston by no means. But I want to just try something a little bit different while working on this city. So basically what's going to happen, as of Saturday, which should be in 2 days, I'm recording this Thursday morning. And this episode will be going out Friday. Yeah, Friday afternoon. And what should happen on Saturday is I will have the first episode of a new island map, and we're going to try something a little bit different with that. I'm going to use the Unlock All mod, and I probably won't use the unlimited money, but yeah, I'm going to definitely take advantage of all the options and tools right from the beginning, and to really develop something that is interesting without having to spend the time trying to get built up to the population, for instance, that requires. If we go to back here, what was it? What gave us trains? What was it? Yes, small city, which was 8,000 people on this map. This is when we got trains. That was a painful trying to get to that point. And so basically I'll have trains and all the other fun stuff right from the start of that city. But this is not that, and I won't give much details on that, but you'll find out tomorrow, effectively, since you'll be watching this on Friday. Or maybe you'll be watching this later on, and you'll probably already seen it. Anyway, so one thing I wanted to do, and I did spend a bit of time, and yes, indeed, I added, if you remember in, I think the previous episode, I added a lot more agriculture and farming, or not farming, agriculture and forestry. And as you can see, they're all pretty much complaining about not enough workers, not enough workers. Yes, indeed, they're complaining about not enough workers. Unfortunately, it seems like if they have at least, what is it, 5 of 12, they have no problems with that. But they have 5 of 12, and that one has 5 of 12. 7 jobs are available, yeah. One of them is complaining about not enough workers, the other one is. But that's not a problem I necessarily want to solve at this time. What I do want to do is try to deal with this mess of traffic. And I've tried to change things in order to try to get traffic to work a little bit better. And basically what started to happen is I have had a lot of goods traffic. Oh, there's a little weird stuff happen. Anyway, I did add this. I can't remember when I added it, but to allow more traffic to come through here and jump right onto the highway. Of course, what ended up happening is most of the traffic was coming in through into this intersection, or this, and it was just blocking things up. The traffic is kind of, what I ultimately want to do this episode is fix this. I want to rework this, and I just want to take a look at this here. And yes, this is pretty much cleared out, and I really didn't want to. Oh, what are you complaining? Not enough raw resources, raw materials. Really, what are you looking for? Not that. Outside connections, you are... Not that one. This one. You're not even gonna let me know what you wanna... What you're looking for. Alright. About that. Building is emptying. 34% free. Alright, so... Oh, wow. Yeah. Alright, we got a long backup of traffic. I wonder, should I... Anyway, I may... Yes, we've had these issues with buildings, not enough raw materials. So I'm going to do the only thing I can think of doing, which is to just destroy the buildings that are complaining about it. And eventually we should hopefully get to a balance point. And it's that one. And hopefully... Oh. What's going on here? Grand Mountains Aluminum Holdings, not enough workers. Industrial building, oh, not enough workers. They're looking for a lot of uneducated workers. Yes, indeed. So what we are going to have to do... Education. 26% uneducated. So basically with the amount of uneducated jobs that we have here, we had at a high point 38% uneducated. 25. Yeah, it is pretty much getting to that point. I really wish you would tell me what kind of resources you actually want. Anything here? Anything at all? Nope. And unfortunately, probably one of the things is we pretty much, expanded. Alright, I didn't want to make this episode about trying to fix this problem. I wanted to make this. Although... Yeah, this episode's pretty much already over. Well, it's not all the way over, but it's getting there, and I really want to fix this. What is our noise pollution, first of all? Yeah. Are these trees doing enough of a job? Who knows? All we know is that there is a lot of noise pollution coming from the train station. What about over here? That one's not really operating, so that has no noise pollution. Yeah. What I'll probably do... that's not too bad. And they're having garbage issues. Alright. Wow, this is a noise-producing building. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so how about that? So, what I've been thinking of doing is extending the highway to be double laned, or no, to be elevated to about here. And I may need to run a service road, and what I'll probably do is actually run a proper elevated road across here, So this would be 1 step higher, and this would probably be 2 steps higher. And then I'll figure out on and off ramps and all that. But the point, or what I'm trying to do, I need to get efficient goods transportation from here to here, back to here. And one thing I'm also considering, and that's what I might do as well, cargo station right here. 1 there, 1 down here. Cargo station right here. Where's our commercial? All along here. Commercial up here. And I can't remember if I had mentioned it in the last episode or if this is something I added. I decided to add the Alliance Park. It's apparently a soccer field. Or football for those who... Yeah. But I decided to put a nice big stadium here next to the train station. And in among the commercial. I looked at a variety of different buildings for this. And yeah, I have laid this out. Yeah, in the last episode I had nothing here. So yeah, things have definitely changed. And I'll probably do more commercial in here. It just makes a lot of sense. And another thing I've been adding is... Where are they? Okay, I just put the crosswalks in, but I know they're in here somewhere. Ah, yes, indeed. I put in these overpasses here. Just along here, there's this larger one. Fortunately, this is a 3x wide, so it wasn't really going to fit into any of these other areas. But it works there, and that's all that really matters, and I'll connect those up eventually. And there's a one here. Alright, so I am going to want to have, yeah, definitely 1 cargo station here, 1 cargo station somewhere in here. And I want to run rail, most likely along here, which means I am going to want to probably move these. For now, I'm going to move that, and I'm going to move that. Because I am going to want to have some road access. And... Alright, so I'm going to leave some space. So yeah, I might as well... Oh. Yeah, unfortunately that's what happens with the dezoning. Yeah. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to upgrade these. To put the zoning back in. And then downgrade them. Alright. And yeah, I'm going to extend this. Right to here. Alright, so I am going to want to have basically goods traffic coming from here through here and down like that. What I'm going to do, of course, is get rid of this because it is no longer required. Let's get rid of that for now, and yeah, that should be fine. That'll give us enough space to play around with so that we can run rail. And yeah, next episode what I will do is I will play around with this intersection, and I probably won't do it all on screen. I will probably tear this apart, so if you take a look to see what it looks like, it is kind of a spaghetti junction. And yeah, there's a lot of traffic. And this was, oh yeah, a lot of traffic. I guess after I loaded the game up, it de-zoned a lot of the cars. One thing I've been trying to do, yeah, try to get traffic in through here. I tried to expand this into a 3-lane highway, but all the traffic pretty much, as you can see, wanted to go into one lane. Basically, to go... Is that going... And so, yeah. Yeah, that... This one lane, of course, yet again, it's a left and... a left turn and a straight with a dedicated right. And as a result, pretty much all the traffic, like, this is silly. It should be a dedicated left with a straight and a right, because, you know, this traffic, you know, you have oncoming traffic. Anyway, about that. What I might do, this is still two-way. I'm going to be dismantling all this, so I'm going to remove a lot of this off camera, just because I really don't want to do it on camera here, for reasons. Alright, so I'm going to build a guide road. And I want it to be... Where's transit? There it is. Do I want a one tile gap or just right along the side of the road? Yeah, that should be fine. I won't be really... won't try to use it as a cargo. Like that, and this could be interesting. I could do that, although... No, that wouldn't work. Well, it could work, but... what if I were to remove that for now? I'm going to remove this. Space already occupied? Really? Alright. I guess that was too tight of a curve. And like that. Now, can I... 3-lane road. Like that. Oh yes, indeed. Now, what I could also do, if I wanted to, is I could shift this so that it comes in at a different angle so it can have two lines running side by side rather than the current one it is, and shift this over, maybe put a little bit of green space. Although, yeah, basically, how many people are using this? Yeah, I had to expand this to allow goods traffic. But yeah, there is a lot of garbage trucks. Oh, they're going that way. Yeah, going back to the recycling center. Alright, so we got that connected. And yeah, I want to put a cargo station right around here. And what I might do, yeah, we're going to remove this here. I was going to use it as an access into this area. One thing I would really need is buses for this area, because I did remove the one bus that was running in here. And do I still have that? No, I don't. Awesome. All I have are the metros plus the bus lines over here. Anyway, what do we have for passengers? Well, 12.17 per week on the buses, 2,500 on the metro, 54 on the train, and 29 per week on the ship. And yeah, I'm going to want to... Oh, bother. Actually, what if I... No, like this. Interesting. What if I were to... Yeah, let's train and cargo train terminal. How much space am I going to need? It's like 6 before the rail. Yeah, that would be too tight. But that might be a good place for it. Although it is a little bit of a roundabout way for them to get cargo. Plus I am going to have one cargo station here. So this is probably still going to be the best option I have. And I am going to want to have a road coming out through here. For now. Do I need this power connection? Probably don't. Nope, I don't. Alright. Now what we are going to do, I can run a road like that. It'll be one way. And I can change the direction as required. Like that. Alright, so they would come in like that, I believe. Where is my... So yeah, they're coming in from... Where is it? Where is it? Coming in this way, going out that way. Oh, bother. Yeah, something like that. Am I going to have enough room? Alright, that will work. And it will be just a terminal end, because I won't need another connection. And yet, if this had a more efficient way to get cargo over there, if I had thought about that, getting this to send cargo over there would have been actually a good idea. But anyway, that is going to be my plan for how I'm going to get cargo out into this area. And overall, the city is looking pretty good. And I do definitely have to plan out, or not really plan out, use the actually, that was what I was going to do back in that previous episode. If we look at land value, I want to just cover this. Yeah, this park would actually do nothing for the land value, maybe a bit, but what I am going to do ultimately is get rid of this park. I'm going to replace it with zoning. What happens is, of course, that the residential gets benefit from having nearby residential. So having buildings in these areas will actually raise up the value, which means, of course, that you'll eliminate the various low land value areas. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just going to increase the zoning. It'll help our population as well. But that is going to, of course, be it for today. Thank you for watching this episode of City Skylines, where we added a cargo station, hopefully to help us solve our goods trucks issues going in between the two regions. Although I fully plan to do a further expansion of this, restructuring to actually get proper, traffic flow rather than this horrible thing that's happening. A single, I haven't actually re-added that, so this is pretty much. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for watching this episode of City Skylines. My name is Scott for SB Gaming, and as always, have a good day.